Yeah. All right. Well, we're ready. This is a studio. That's a person. This is a show. Hey, everybody. This is Knowledge, Nonsense, and Reasoning. We are back in Something Divine Studios. And yes, it's Turtleneck Tuesdays also. It's a thing. Tell your friends. They should know. And
Turtleneck dress.
And we're here. and we're stop cutting me off. And we have a very well. All of our guests are special. Kind of how we give out gold stars in kindergarten. But this one really gets 2 gold stars, platinum even. And I'm happy to have her. She honestly, she's been an inspiration since we've met her here at Something Divine Studios. And finally, we've been able to get her on a little bit just of culture and collages. Great episode. Definitely watch that. We have Karina of the Vintage Vice.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Feels like home.
No, well,
It's great.
We've grown a little friendship, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Honestly, I want to shout you out because you did so good. I feel like he needs his roses, for the episode that you did for me and John. That was fire.
Oh, no. I mean, that's a great episode. Like, that was the first time that we all met.
And then, you're getting a different version of me,
I hope so.
This is...
No. This is, what are we naming this avatar? Is this, Boss Karina?
Yeah.
I like it. Right? I'm a fan. For sure.
Honestly, I'm happy because, as you know, I just started a whole new journey today. Absolutely. So to be here with you guys is awesome.
No, well, I mean, you've been on a lot of journeys. By the way, I'm personally a fan of the sunglasses indoors. Kind of douchey.
I'm doing this for you. You know this shit.
Oh, I know. I'm the douchebag here, not you. Don't worry about it. It's all my fault.
He said it.
Right here, John. It's all my fault. But yeah, no, well, that's a journey that you've been on, but you've been on so many journeys starting off over the last 3 months?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I know you covered, but just because I'm just such a fan of this, your spiritual awakening. I'm not going to say it any better than you.
Okay.
Let them know about your spiritual awakening. Just a quick little recap.
I mean, yeah, sure. Because 3 months ago, everything that happened in Cuba, for those that haven't watched John's video for Cultures and Coladas would know that he interviewed me because I'm doing a documentary. My birthday was the day that the manifestations took place, and I became an activist, which is funny, right? Because we were talking about this earlier. I never gave myself that label, but when people label you that, you have to accept it.
You have to embrace it.
I never wanted to accept it because I guess I didn't want to make it about myself. And I came from a misunderstanding about activism until you're in it. It's like with everything. Until you know what you're doing or what you're involved in, then you
learn.
Yeah. So
I mean that's what experiences is. Got to learn it. And then it goes back to what we spoke about. People could give you your roses, but you can't do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You can't be like, you know what? I'm an activist now. And to go a little bit more into detail about what type of activist you are. You literally decided from one moment to another, what's going on in Cuba, Patria Vida, Libertad, everything going on.
Right.
You decided, I want to be part of this. I want to help grow this.
Right.
And yeah, you fucking went in. All in.
It's funny because I went all in not knowing I was going all in because I think it was just in me. I didn't know that I was going to have the opportunity to express it. And I couldn't really find the words, but then I remember John said it was a call to action.
Wow.
Which in logical terms, in most people's perspectives, that's what it is. But for me, it was a spiritual awakening because we were talking about generational trauma and lineage, there's a call for you that's not only a call to action, it's like a generational thing. You feel it in your soul.
Absolutely.
And it was that for me.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more with that because that's what it is, man. Lineages and people, I feel like we don't really speak about, generational, not trauma per se, but just, okay, how do I fix this? How do I fix my lineage? How do I fix my family tree, I guess?
Right.
And that's how this started for you now. Your grandfather helped inspire this. And just from your passion and everything, it has to feel cathartic in a way towards that.
It's funny because I feel so grateful even more nowadays because I get to go to my grandparents' house and see them. Right. Not a lot of people get to be like, abuelo, abuela, look,
Yeah.
And it's the fact that I can go to him, tell him what I did, and he's well aware, and he says he's proud of me. And no matter what, that feeling is like, it's undeniable. It's like a completion. I don't know. It's like there's a fulfillment in it.
No, that's the perfect word.
But it's out of love. You know, you're like, man, I love you so much, and I just want to show you that I feel what you're feeling when you were 16, when you were 17, when you were 18. So, wow. Absolutely. He even inspired the Vintage Vice. So, I love that we're going with that today, because the Vintage Vice is pretty much like my baby in the making. It's been under the works for a while. Besides my new job and the job I had in real estate, my passion has always been the arts, which, funny enough, connecting Cuba has never felt more full circle, because the arts are obviously a form of expression, and the Cubans on the island can do that. I feel like a lot of Cubans are either like musicians, singers, dancers, poets. Yeah. I love makeup, and it's an art, you know? So I take a lot of pride in that. And it's funny because my kind of era is like the 50s, 60s kind of vibe. And obviously, Cuba is, how we say in Spanish, atrasado. Like, we're backed up because of communism. Yeah. But it's crazy because it is like a time machine. Like, they really are in the 50s or 60s. So it kind of connected me more. Like, let me explore the Vintage Vice in a more, not just cultural way, but why am I so connected to this theme? I was watching videos with my grandfather about Cuba. And, you know, we're talking about that on Culture and Coladas too. Like, how we were in such a prime and everything was great. The first Cadillacs got there in Latin America. Like, it was crazy, you know? And for that era, like Frank Sinatra was going to Cuba. I love Frank Sinatra. Like, all these other American artists and stuff, Cuba was so trendy. And I feel like I carry that in an artistic way, and now, like, in a generational way. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
No, it does make, at least to me, it does.
You know, so it inspired me for sure.
No, I mean, you wear it on your sleeve though. Like you share that energy, that essence out. You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate that. You embrace that, and then to go back to the 50s, 60s, yeah, because they were thriving, and that's the thing about Cuba. Even though they're backed up. Think about it. If you don't have things to distract you, like, okay.
I'm
like,
even taking this off. It's getting serious in here.
Hey, you do what you got to do. But think about it. All right, we have social media, it's all the phones and this and that. We have so much available. Mm-hmm. When you're stuck without any of that, you gotta create. What else is there?
And it's crazy because I had so much like how writers have writer's block.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do my makeup. There's so many cool things I can really do artistically, but if I'm not in it, I'm not in it.
So how do you get in it?
Things like this. Things that shock you. Sometimes you're like, damn, I take it for granted. You know, I have the option to wake up every day, and if I want to go to do this, if I want to do that, I could do it. And sometimes it takes someone to really, your life, the universe itself, to be like, you know, look at what you have. So, yeah.
And look at what you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what you have, because what you have, that comes and goes.
For sure.
Nothing's permanent, except for, I guess, death and taxes, right?
Cheers to that.
And hopefully, knowledge, nonsense, and reasoning. We're never going fucking away. We're here forever. Never forget. So,
I also crossed. You're gonna find a portion of me switching my drink to the left, because I don't know what it is now with everybody drinking on with their left.
Is that a thing?
I think it's a thing.
I've never heard of this. Never heard of this.
When I go to brunch with my friends and they're like, oh, fuck, what's the word they use? It's a word.
Well, please write the word in the comments.
If they catch you drinking with your right, instead of, you have to chug what you're drinking in your hand if they catch you.
It's buffalo.
There you, buffalo.
Interesting.
Never heard of it?
I'm good. I don't want to play that game.
Oh, no. I'm not asking you to, but I'm just saying.
No, but like, just in general, like, if someone
You imagine, like, all of a sudden I turn around, he just chugs it.
No, I mean, like, if someone were to do that to me, I'll be like, no. No, like,
imagine. No, like, but when you're at brunch, it's like a vibe. Like, you're with your friends and you're like, am I really not gonna?
Nah, I'm a cranky old man.
Oh my god.
Not for real. Like, that's
what
like my nah, that's like my friends who like do like the thing.
You got that right? Did anybody see that?
You what?
Nothing.
No, I don't know. You're funny.
I got it.
John's funny too. But like, it's like people who do like the finger thing. I don't know if the camera's on me, but like, or like if I'm doing it right, but whatever. Like, whenever they try to do it, I'm like, okay. No, I don't care.
No, this has more of a reasoning to it, though. Buffalo is essentially, you're supposed to shake hands with your right hand. So if you're holding your drink with your right hand, obviously it looks rude, or it's weird for you to pass your drink over to your left and then shake somebody's hand. So it's just trying to get you used to drinking with your left hand.
Okay, see, I like that. That makes more sense to me.
Okay, well, see, I didn't know that.
Well,
So, but
Not a nonsense reason, guys.
You learn something new every day.
nonsense reasoning.
But I don't know how we got here, but let's go back for a second. And then to the 50, 60 stuff. But think about it. That's one of the most long-lasting eras. Like, people
Yeah.
still talk about it to this day. They were like, no one's out here like, hey, bro, let's put on some bangers from the 30s. You
That's
know?
true.
Like, come on, like what? Like, let's put some jazz from the 20s. I'm sure there's fans, but guess who? But guess who popped off in the 50s? This guy, this Southern guy named fucking Elvis Presley.
True.
Yeah, I think people still kind of know who he is, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 50s, 60s, come on, 60s. You had the Rolling Stones, Frank Sinatra, all this going on.
The
As well.
would you have? Okay, you got to pick one though.
60s, no doubt about it.
I'm so torn because so many wonderful things happened in the 60s, but the fashion in the 50s and the makeup industry in the 50s was so nice. And then Marilyn was in the 50s, and I love Marilyn. I'm sorry, I love her.
No, for sure, but just the 60s, I think. Come on. All right, like if we're gonna talk about all of it,
The Kennedys.
all of it. Look, you have the
Well,
Kennedy.
Marilyn's in the 60s.
Yeah,
But she it was very soon.
Marilyn was in the 60s. JFK was in Maryland. Where it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
That's my favorite.
No, she's great.
That's my girl.
I get it. Very iconic. The 60s are iconic.
You want to know how iconic?
How iconic?
I
is she?
think that not only was she with JFK, she was with Robert,
For sure.
and she found information that she wasn't supposed to share. And if, according to, I was actually watching this.
I'm
This
here
is
for
so
the
funny.
conspiracy theories, so drop it on.
This
me,
is
please.
my favorite.
Let's
So
drop
Marilyn, obviously I feel like a lot of people underestimated her because she was actually very smart. She went through a lot of trauma. But when it came to her affairs, I'm not excusing it, but she was going to come forward with the affairs. It was a threat to the nation. It's in paperwork somewhere. The CIA has this documented. And the conspiracy theory is that, she didn't commit suicide. Excuse me. She was tampered with, like she was murdered.
She was assassinated.
And I believe it because I wouldn't doubt it because she even knew information about the CIA trying to, JFK was trying to have Fidel killed. There was a conspiracy theory that there was a plan that she knew about, that she knew too much. And that's what people keep saying about this conspiracy. She just knew too much. And it's unfortunate.
I mean, they
'Cause
tried
we'll
killing.
never know.
They tried killing him over what, like 400 times? Was it?
636 times.
There it is, 636 times. But no,
I'm sorry.
but
The
no.
fact that John just said that's so
Oh, I know, because like we've searched up this specific fact way too many times. Like I should have known this.
So you don't think out of those 636, Marilyn wasn't like, hey, they're going to get your boy.
No,
Just
but
saying.
no, but they were getting everybody. Think about it. 60s, you have JFK, Robert, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and fucking Marilyn Monroe. And you know what? Jim Morrison too.
You have a lot. Audrey Hepburn,
Oh,
Sinatra,
oh my God.
the Rat Pack, everybody.
No, but I'm talking about all these people died in the 60s. All these people died in the 60s. Well, you know what? Jim died in 1970. Fuck it. But
Whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. All these people got killed in the 60s. Assassinating the 60s was fucking in. Think about it. Think about what happened with Bill Clinton in the 90s. Second president ever to be impeached after Nixon. But Nixon got impeached in, I want to say, 78? 78? I don't know. Could be wrong. Somewhere in
74.
74. Thank you. 74. First time anybody got impeached. And he got impeached because he's fucking here stealing information. Like, literally, he's fucking stealing information from the government to keep winning. Can't do that. Bill Clinton let his fucking intern blow him under the desk.
Yeah, that was horrendous. Could you imagine us in our 20s during that time? The memes.
Memes weren't a thing.
If it happened and now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Our
the way
last
we
pre-
would have
Our last president had 3 ex-wives and a bunch of mistresses. We are so desensitized to this.
I don't even count him as a president.
It is what it is. I just live here.
Same.
You know? So with that said, think going back to 1964, JFK gets assassinated. Imagine if Marilyn Monroe comes out and talks about everything. Jackie O knew. It's no secret.
Yeah.
Come on, there's letters. There's literally letters about this. Like, it's a fact.
Just look at the video of her singing happy birthday to him.
Bro.
There's intimacy
No.
across the whole
Literally,
entire
yes.
audience. It's like she was singing to him and nobody was there.
Literally. Yeah. And they both knew what was going to happen after. You know what I'm saying? They had a plan. Dude, Jack, come on, think about
I
it.
didn't even put it in that kind of perspective.
No, what? You have to. It's such a larger perspective. Jackie O knew, but guess what? What was she going to do? What was Jackie Onassis going to do?
And they say that she was so very first lady fit type, you know?
Not like she's the model of the modern first lady. She really is. Like, all right, like FDR's lady, was that Eleanor? That was Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah. Eleanor Roosevelt, sure. Like she was helpful because FDR was sick most of the time.
She was a genius.
No, she was great. She was great. I mean, come on, Teddy Roosevelt was her fucking uncle.
Yeah.
About it. And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy seeing that. And then Jackie O was a model of it, but it's because she played a role. That's it. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, no.
No, like, everybody, like, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
There's no way to hide anything of those statues. We're talking about something from 60 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on.
It must have
Things
been
don't
nice,
last 6
though.
hours now.
But that's what I love about that time, too. Like, okay, you guys know Main Street in Disney, right?
Course,
Like, all the little stores. Could you just imagine, like, I don't know. You're walking, you have, like, the shoe repair shop. You have, like, there was different stores. You had to leave your house, do the errands, talk to people.
For sure.
Do the face-to-face thing, dress up. Women would dress up to the nines, like.
So would men.
And men, for sure. Like, are you kidding me? And then it's like everything is so simple now, and it's good and bad. I'm not complaining, but it's different. A different era, different times. People had more conversations face to face.
But they had to. That was the only
Morals
option.
were different. I'm not saying morals today are. Everybody's different.
It's different.
Everybody's different.
It's different.
It's
We'll leave it at that.
Right. You know exactly what I'm saying, though. It
Yeah.
was just like you would go out of your way to do things in life. Like, it was a part of life. I'm going to go to the car shop. I'm going to go here. Everything had its purpose.
Of course, but that's the thing. You can't say it's better or worse. It's just different because guess what? We still do all those things, but we've streamlined it. That's the only difference.
So lazy.
And I don't think it's lazy. Look, let me play devil's advocate because I agree with you to an extent, but fuck it. Let me just go from the other side as well. All right, think about the population at that point. It's probably like, what, 3 billion people? At Matt, like, can you find that for me, John? The global population.
Please edit out my laugh. That was so ugly.
No.
John, I did not edit this out.
No, yeah, write that out. I did not edit this
that
out.
was so terrible.
No, that was a nice laugh. You're fine. John, so yeah, can you find me the global population in 1960, please?
Gotcha.
Thank you. And so let's see what that number is. Global population right now, 7.3 billion.
3 people.
Of course. I know. I understand.
Wait, hold on.
I understand.
3 billion people in the world in
So
1960.
we've literally more than doubled. We've gone
That's
up.
insane. You don't think it has to do with why the world's falling apart? I feel like Earth's server right now is like, yo, I'm running on low battery.
I agree.
If you don't charge me right now,
I
all
agree.
hell's going to break
Hence
loose.
why they had to streamline these services.
I understand it in that perspective,
You
but
have
it's such
to.
a shame that that's my experience because I guess it's weird. I would have wanted to experience a simpler time. Not that everything was perfect.
No.
Let's be real.
Come on, it wasn't. Come on.
If the world were to stop working today, there wouldn't be enough fossil fuels. We would literally just
Stop.
die.
Like, literally, like, we're living, like, the planet is living day to day right now.
I know.
That's literally what it is. So, but the thing is, like, that's why, though. Shit, if we went down to, look, did you watch Avengers Infinity War?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, the whole thing is this guy's like, spoiler alert, fuck you. If you haven't seen this yet, you don't care. So the thing is, so Thanos is like, I'm gonna be the leader and save things, but like in his own twisted, warped way. We all think that we're the hero of our story.
Right.
Hence, we gotta be the villain to somebody else's.
Oh, always.
It is what it is. Well, in this one, it's weird because like Infinity War was kind of like a Thanos movie, and he's a bad guy, but it's like you get it. Like you get how he got there. You know what I'm saying? And then think about it. His whole planet died because of overpopulation. So his whole thing is, I'm gonna get rid of half the universe. Well, guess what? Think about if we got rid of half the universe right now. In theory, we wouldn't fucking die if we just stopped working at this very moment.
And then think about all the species that have gotten extinct.
But how
too.
crazy is that to think? Like,
Yeah.
would you sacrifice half the population to keep going? Fuck.
It's survival of the fittest. It comes down to like, could you imagine?
No, well, this was at random. He just snapped his fingers. Half the people left. You don't know who. You don't pick. Just half of them.
Nah, because it's like, you die. You make it. You're living without people that are like, I know the universe has a way of being like, screw you.
Yeah, well,
I will show you what it is to kind of like, damn. You put me in a tough position.
I know. I'm sorry. But this is what we do here. You know.
Damn. You imagine it's like you make it, someone's dog doesn't make it, your best friend doesn't make it. Like, damn.
Well, look, that's happened in the movies. Between movies, 5 years went with
Wow.
half the world missing. Yeah, literally, major cities were shut down. All that stuff, and like obviously, it's a superhero movie, whatever. But guess what? Like those are real problems that we can relate to. Because we are dealing with overpopulation. Look at China and their fucking what the 3-child rule or 2-child rule. John,
I'm not. I think I. Oh,
It was a 2, I think, no?
yeah, I think it's 2, but I'll double check that.
thank you. So look, John's the best, guys. John from Culture and Coladas, guys. So the
That's
2-child rule.
gang.
Think about it. Literally, people literally have to fucking garbage their babies or send them down a river. Hopefully, they end up in another country.
Yeah.
Yeah, new policy allowing Chinese couples to have 2 children.
Look at that.
And sometimes if they have a girl, like there's a lot of, or like, that's awful.
Oh well, like
I've heard about that since I was little.
yeah.
In some cultures, it's like if they have a girl, they want to send her to adoption or give,
Yeah. Oh no,
because the man is going to be able to work and provide. It's
They'll kill her.
so shitty.
they'll kill her, straight up. And then, if not, you got to marry them off by the time they're 14 to get something out of it.
Right?
Because
I can't picture that.
it's that's the reality in most of the world.
Oh, for sure. I'm very aware of it.
No, I know
but
you are,
I'm
but,
looking
like,
at it
it's
from a
so
perspective
insane.
of like insanity.
It's so insane to think that, and then we're here trying to police the world.
That's why I say privilege, bro.
It is
Like
privilege.
it's
It is
not even
privilege.
just about Cuba like as a human. Like you think about the cards that you're dealt with in life. You think about the people that God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in or
Whatever,
whoever
yeah.
you believe in, who they place in your life, at what time, during what obstacle that you're going through, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sad because here's my double-edged sword of things.
Drop it.
Okay, maybe
Or
some people are going to be
stab
like,
it, maybe whatever you want to call it. Right?
so, for real. Some people are going to be like, oh, listen, when I don't mean to over glamorize the 50s or the 60s. It's more of a nostalgia, music, fashion, trendy.
The culture of it. Well, like that culture. But obviously, yeah, there's a lot of fucking racism still going on.
Of course,
Obviously.
right? Like, screw that part. I'm
No,
not.
like-
I'm talking about. I don't want to say the aesthetic, but it's
No,
like
no, but
the
it-
music,
The
the cars.
The pop
I love
culture.
those cars.
It's literally the pop culture of it. That's
Right.
what it is.
But even the cars, like I have the vintage Vice. A lot of people, you don't understand. Shout out to anybody that has ever tagged me in a vintage car that knows my love for those cars. I'll see a Lamborghini pass by. It's Miami. We've all seen those crazy.
We could go right on one.
But when
right
I
now.
see like a 1957 cherry red Cadillac with like there's something in my soul that just I look and I think of like a happier time. The colors of the cars were happier. The colors in the clothes were happier. I don't know, my opinion, my perspective.
and you're allowed to have that.
It's like the song that Louis Armstrong came out with, La Vie en Rose, like looking through at the world through rose-colored glasses.
course.
That's the feeling I get to it. Everything else was shit. Let's be real.
Come on.
Now, let's look at the double-edged sword. You have all this shit going on in the world right now. You think about the cards that you're being dealt with. The world is falling apart. It's like, damn, like, that's why I tell you guys, like, as my friends, you guys have to push for your dreams because, man, we could have had a shittier kind of luck, bro.
Bro, think about it. You could have been born anywhere. Even in the States, think about it. You could have been born in fucking Cleveland, Ohio. What the fuck are you going to do in Cleveland, Ohio besides drugs and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Or Texas.
Or Texas. No, well, everybody's going to be born in Texas there no matter what, apparently, right?
You know?
It
makes you think about, damn, like, why? I'm such a why person in every aspect of my life. Not
Do you
for
like
a
that about
bad
yourself?
thing.
But do you like that about yourself?
Yes, because it's not only that I learn more when I ask, but it's like there has to be something bigger. When you're aware as a human being that there's more to you than this and that, that's why I call it spiritual awakening. Because it kind of life slaps you in the face sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, you're being a little bit too, like, the world doesn't revolve around you. It's not. You get that reality check.
Movie star syndrome is how I
Main
like to call
character
it.
syndrome.
Oh, there it is. Main character syndrome.
Boom. Here's a double-edged sword. There are so many fucking depressed people, and I don't mean to curse, but this is fucking nonsense.
It's nonsense and fucking reasoning. Fucking
You know?
fuck.
So this is my nonsense.
Fuck it. Drop it.
People are so depressed. People are so lonely. People want friends. People want to fall in love. I'm looking at it. I've gone through it. But I feel like our society is very like, oh, who did you match with? Oh, who's this girl on Instagram? It's shit. To me, it's shit. Dating culture is shit right now. I'm going to say it, shit.
Yeah, it's streamlined. It's like ordering a pizza.
And that's why depression rates have gone up. Mental health is so... We are the generation of mental health. When we come from parents and other generations that are, oh, fuck that, we got to keep going. Not that people don't use that technique.
But it's not as put, like...
You know? We're being raised in that.
People coddle each other these days.
And I feel like all of this division is that.
Like, the pity party is okay now. Now, let me counter that. They don't know all the information we know now.
That's the good part.
No.
But how can we be so knowledgeable and so lonely at the same time is my question.
Because that's what it is. Now, I think I could wrap this little segment up in a nice ribbon here. You like the colors of the cars from the 50s because it's a happier time. Ignorance is bliss. It wasn't happier. They just didn't know better. You got me?
True.
Like, it's
True.
not like there's a very cynical perspective on it, but fuck it. Let's go down. Let's go down this rabbit hole. They just didn't know better. Honestly, they didn't. Nobody did. Come on. It goes back to where we're still talking about things from 60 years ago. Guess what? If they would have known 60 years ago about everything, we wouldn't still be talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't, because those were still mysteries. As for now, anything happens, we know all the time. It's very isolating.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of mistrust, and guess what? It's never gonna stop because we're only gonna learn more. We're only gonna learn more.
If I can interject, 2015 report says that 24% of teenagers ages 13 through 17 say that they're online, and actually 73% have a smartphone or access to one. But 24% of them actually say that they experience some sort of anxiety or depression.
Of course, but because that's the thing. We know everything. We know everything that's happening.
So we're like, what's next?
No, we don't even have time to think.
That's me.
It's already happening. Like, literally, by the time you finish what's next, something else happened.
That's how this last 3 months have felt.
Who has time? Who has time to like, when you're that worried and us? Because here's the thing: you don't even have to look for the information. It finds you. The information finds you no matter what.
Right.
So who has the time? Who has the energy at that point to be like, oh well, gonna go be happy and stuff like that. Well, but it's like, obviously you gotta find your happiness in this. But it's like, there's like, you gotta battle through it. You gotta push through all the fuckery because the fuckery is in front of you.
Right.
And you can't escape it.
You can't escape
You
it.
cannot escape it.
That's why I believe so much in being a good fucking person.
You have to be.
And I don't do it for the this, for the that. Like, there is a genuine feeling you get when you talk to someone and have a conversation and say something nice to them because you know how it's been to be in a shitty situation or have a bad day or have nobody in your corner. I give out so much love because we're in terrible times. Because we were all put on this earth to flock together, right? Because I feel like if the universe, God wanted us to be, separate, it would have just been one person.
Right.
You have to love. You have to open your heart. You have to communicate. You have to socialize because we're all on this journey. We can talk so much shit right now. Depression, everything, what makes you happy, what's cynical, what's not. If this was a good era, if this wasn't. At the end of the day, we don't even know what we're going and what we're being tested with. So you might as well be a good person when you're here because you don't know what's going to happen. And because it should be natural. I feel like human beings were made like us as a species, right? We communicate with each other. We're different than all the other animals.
Why?
Because we're meant to express love to each other. Friendship, family, intimate, everything. Love is a huge thing. If love wasn't there's so many things I can go off this topic, but I'm going to leave it just like that.
Why? Let's keep going. But now, do you think that love is it's a human right? Just like food per se? Do you think that everybody deserves love the way that they deserve to have food?
I feel like there wouldn't be so much evil in the world if someone had more love in their life, because when you experience that, like, not to get spiritual,
No, please.
it's God. Why do we feel these things? Who programmed us to feel these things? Whoever put us here. Why do we fight these notions, even though it's in our nature to love, to open up? Come on. Really?
I can tell you why we fight
I don't
these
know,
notions.
man. I know why we fight it.
I can tell you why.
But even my friends are like, oh my God, Karina, you have such a this, and you're so, not in a negative way. Like, I'm very loving, I'm very open, I'm very willing, because I just feel like that's the point. You do things raw and real. If I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like
I absolutely know what you're saying.
things are too ugly, things are too cynical, things are too negative. Just be a good person, because I have seen someone that has been so deprived of of being loved, and then you'll give them a nice compliment. You know what it is when you give someone a compliment or when you talk to them and it changes their life.
It means the world to them.
And then it passes on to the other person and the other person. And if the world just started to heal and get off their phones, and I'm culpable of it because you know damn well I wanted to make sure I posted, right? Because it's programmed in us.
Of course.
Because it makes us feel connected. Remember, we used to go outside. We were one of the last generations that went outside. People don't go outside no more and hang out with their friends and ride scooters.
Yeah, bro. But but that's the thing. Now,
It's
like,
check your text. I called you FaceTime. I'll talk to you next week.
But also, you gotta look at the both sides of it. Now you go outside with your scooters. You gotta worry about your kid getting kidnapped or fucking raped or some shit.
Because of the internet. Because there's so much information that's so valuable in public now that it's like anybody could just do it.
It goes back to, no, of course, everyone's gonna be happier 60 years ago. How could you not be?
Ignorance is bliss.
Come on, like it's like what we talked about outside. That like I was saying that like I like to go on vacations by myself and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could do that. You do that, unfortunately you're in danger.
It's not only that. What you got, and I say you guys because John is in the room, and I definitely think I would want his feedback.
The societal double standard of it
if you think vacations for girls alone are difficult, you don't understand. You could if you deal with anxiety and depression, but as a woman, when you're like, maybe you're doing errands, maybe you're dressed up, you have your hair nice, and you have to get out of your car.
You're at the gym.
It's not even that. It's like, example, I have to do this, I have to run errands or whatever. I'm coming from whatever. Let's just say that day I look nice, or I look nice for me.
Exactly.
We can't even do that
without someone fucking bothering you.
And it's so hurtful because it's like, damn, we as women feel like, okay, I'm going to stay in my car. I got to get off on the store. There's too many people. I'm so anxious. I'm over it. Why do you feel? No, because I know. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different experience.
Of course.
Sometimes I avoid so many places and things, or certain times, because it's like, okay, I know what time to go here. I know what time to go there. That sucks, bro. But it's so programmed in us that it's like we don't even know. Most people don't even know.
Yeah, because you don't want to, because you want to be optimistic about things. Mm-hmm. And like to go back to like.
I wish I could take trips alone, bro. I wish.
No, but.
And I can.
No, you can't.
I'm going to be at an all-time freaking anxiety watching my back. Looking.
You physically can, yes. You physically, literally speaking, can. Mm-hmm. But fuck that. You're like literally, like at that point, it's such like it's a danger, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because like it's a fucked up situation. Like literally, and that's the thing. Men like that, like, do you know about like the incels and all that shit like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, do you know what that is? Okay, so that incel is an involuntary person that is celibate. Involuntary celibate. Basically, these guys couldn't get laid and are resentful towards all women, and they hate women, and they think women are evil because nobody want to fuck them.
Right.
Guess what? Going now, since the whole world is connected, all those guys just support each other and reinforce each other. Because guess what? Before 30 years ago, if someone was saying about those things, they're just a fucking weirdo, and we gotta like.
Right.
It's isolated.
Right.
Now there's communities for that.
Mm-hmm.
These guys support each other. They reinforce each other. They probably even give each other fucking tips.
Yeah, it's called MGTOW. It's men going their own way.
What the hell?
Men's rights also. That's a whole thing too. Crazy. But it's, you feel me? It's like at that point, like it's a challenge.
Okay. Interesting. I'm the astrology girl. Sorry.
No. Oh no, like I'm the.
Okay. It is what it is.
I like your stars. I like it all, but what's really happening? Give me the data. Show me the numbers.
right now we are entering a season of divine femininity.
Absolutely.
Because
I
the
agree.
patriarchy is falling.
As it should.
Men are
Should.
going, and everybody's born with a masculine and a feminine.
Yeah.
We have like our yin and yang, right? And right now, we've been in masculine energy for a minute. That's why there's so much war, and there's this, and there's... Okay.
I mean, in all of history, we've been in masculine energy, and then
True.
when this process has always started, we fuck it up. Look at Cleopatra. Look at Joan of Arc, for examples. These are women who were leaders way ahead of their time, and they either died trying to save their power or got literally stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel... Exactly. And it's like, this world needs healing. And it's funny because I was reading, like... Not reading. I was watching one of those YouTube videos about the full moon in Pisces. Because I'm into all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how we are entering... If you feel a lot of shifts in your life, it's because we're going through a spiritual change as a world, because we need divine feminine energy to heal, because our masculines, that's why everybody's saying men are going through a lot of shit, a lot of tough battles, a lot of lineage issues.
Yeah.
So, because it's like the patriarchy is falling, because they're fighting off that energy that needs healing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
I guess
I get
that's
it.
a spiritual
No, I get it, because, like, man, I think like we like items. You know what I'm saying? Like we like possessions.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay.
As we're back to you talking about love.
Right.
It sounds like you wanting to express love like in a general sense.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so natural to you. Now, I'm on that same plane with you. I'm there with you. But I had to learn how to want to express that. I had to learn how to, like, accept that. There's enough fuckery in the world. I don't need to add to that.
Right.
But that was a natural for me.
I have to fix my headsets. Okay.
I've been very selfish at different points in my life. And, I've had to learn that it's not about me. I'm not the center of the universe. At most, I'm a fucking meteor blip, if I'm lucky.
Okay.
But in the general sense of things, obviously. So...
Can I actually explain to you where I get all this loving energy from that you were explaining? I have been screwed over so many times, just like anybody else. I'm no different.
Sure. That takes
But
L's
when I
to learn
say
a lesson.
so many times, it's because sometimes people are emotionally stronger than others. Even some women are. You know what I'm saying? It's within the person.
Of course.
I had a hard time. Excuse me. I had a hard time, like, how would I explain it? Understanding and accepting that not everybody loves the way that I do, or I can't have the same expectations, and just like anybody else, right? So it's like I would just get screwed over so much and let down so much, whether it's friends, intimate, family.
Just all types of
That at
dynamics.
a point, you get angry, you get depressed,
Resentful.
you get resentful, angry, the whole depression phase, and then you get to a point that you're like, yo, I'm tired, I'm just gonna give up. Like, you get over it, not really, but you just start to be like, you know what, if I'm gonna keep falling, I'm gonna just keep doing it in my language. I feel like I love so hard because I know what it is to be let down. I know what it is when people say, oh, I got you, I'm here for you, and they don't show up. I know what it is when you wanna, like I explained to you and when we were talking outside about relationships and shit, like sometimes you just get knocked down so hard. And you're like, you know what, fuck it. This is the way I am. I'm just going to give it out. Whoever wants it, wants it. Whoever doesn't accept me for what I am.
Get the fuck out.
Right?
No.
You turn that anger into something else, in energy. And then it's funny because then you wear that new energy. Everybody wants something to do with you.
Yeah.
When you stop acting hurt and you start saying, hey, that's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Because if I'm giving out love and you're screwing me over, you're scared of something. You're worried about something. It's on you.
You're missing something.
But when you know that, then you're like, then it's easier to navigate. It's not on me. It's not on me. Nobody's perfect. We take accountability for our mistakes. But I feel like we kind of navigate through life healthier that way. My experience. I got tired of being angry. I got tired of being resentful. I just said, you know what? I'm going to do me. I'm going to forgive it for me. And everybody, that's when everybody wants to know what you're doing. That's when you start glowing. You start letting go of toxic people. You move around in life. And then all of a sudden, all these people just want to come around and just, oh, damn, because it's like, no, you didn't defeat me. I'm going to keep moving. You got to keep moving. And the reason I love so hard is because it took me a while to keep moving. I didn't want to. It's hard when people affect you. I'm the type of person. One of my best friends told me this. It's called emotional betrayal. Some people don't see it like that. I do. I give you my love and loyalty. Not everybody's the same as me. The moment you have to understand not everybody thinks like you. Not everybody's perception, more whatever. But once you turn that into an energy of that's on you, not on me, oh God, life is so much better. But it took me years, and it's still going to take me a while to master that. That's why I love, because you know what? That energy is going to come back tenfold.
I agree. And I get it. But see,
This is great.
You're welcome. I have the word for that. It's called
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I have the word for that. It's called boundaries. People don't set them. People don't make them. And when they do, they don't fucking stick to them. I
got tired of not sticking to my own boundaries,
I would constantly break my boundaries. And fucking people, like, are re-attracted to you once you grow up.
They want to test you.
No. They already took your energy. They left you for dead. You're a fucking carcass. You're a shell of yourself. You have nothing left to give because they took it all. And then you found some more. You created. Literally, you sat with yourself in the shit. And you had to create. You had to make some herbs and spices. You had to get some chicken shit, make some chicken salad out of it.
Right.
And then you refilled your meter.
Mm-hmm.
So the leeches come. Gotta take some more.
Right.
Gotta take.
And you think those are the people that love you the hardest?
No.
Because they come in so many forms of like,
no, bro.
you know, I
because
love
they blow
you,
smoke.
right?
They blow smoke up your ass, and we all want to feel wanted. That's all it is. It's fucking shadows. It's smoke.
Mm-hmm.
All it is. People have ulterior motives, whether it's good or bad. Because guess what? You gotta have ulterior motives, but it's to benefit people. It's like, okay, this person doesn't see how they're fucking up, so fuck it. I'm gonna maneuver. Maybe they'll be mad at me now, but they're gonna be better for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about people who have ulterior motives.
True.
Because they're empty. They see someone that's full, and they want to feel full. So everybody wants to see you do better.
And I feel like if we set boundaries, not only within our relationships, but the whole internet.
No, everything. No, you need to set boundaries.
It's like a domino effect.
Every aspect of your life needs fucking boundaries. And this is something that I'm literally going through day by day right now. Because I think I have enough boundaries set. Then I realize
I fucking don't, bro.
Then
you're like, that shit was not cool. How did I let that shit
I have
slide?
a fat ass hole in that wall over there. Somebody give me something. I at least need duct tape, something. But we gotta cover that shit up. Mm-hmm. We'll fix it more. We'll build on it. But we just gotta stop it for now. Mm-hmm. And that's how it goes. It starts with just stopping it.
Right.
Then you build over it. You get some plaster, put some paint, and it's what you want it to be.
Right.
You know, but it takes time. It takes work.
Exactly. And not everybody wants to do the
Why
work.
would you?
But when you do, it's so fulfilling.
Of course.
It's if you do it for
but
yourself.
It's hard. If
you do it for the people, do
it's
it
hard.
for yourself.
No, you got to do it for yourself. But that's the thing. We don't live in we live in a me culture in a very strange way. Look at me. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm perfect. But it's not like, what can I do?
Right.
Like, what can I do to better? Like, almost like, look, this is a controversial topic. Tell me to go fuck myself if that's how you feel. I get it. It's like with body positivity culture.
Okay.
Look, I'm not saying go bully fucking fat people.
Of course not. If you have a health issue, it's a health issue.
No, sure, but that's the exception, not the standard. The standard is, oh, you're 300 pounds. Let's just accept you for who you are. I'm sorry. You're doing this. That's a disservice. Okay. That's a fucking disservice. Because we're literally just accommodating and coddling. If you really, look, if I have a friend who's fucking overweight as fuck and I care about him, I'm going to tell him, yo, you're going to fucking die. Because you are. Literally. There's no reason that our country should be 52% obesity.
Oh, yeah. I saw that documentary, too, about fast food. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Supersize me? Well, sure.
Yes.
Whatever. Fuck that. We just,
it just made me think about that.
Oh, no, for sure. But I'm saying, these are just, the stats and data to it.
Right.
Why?
I understand. But then you have to think about, there's some people genetically that it's more difficult. That's not an excuse. I'm not doing the excuse shit.
No. It's an exception.
I'm not gonna talk about a position that I've never been in. That's how I'm gonna say it.
I will.
Because I don't know.
Well, look, I was a little chubby as a teenager, early teenagers, and had a bunch of acne too. And then something. There was an experience that literally was like, damn, I just don't want. I want to take care of myself. Like it's that simple. And look, fine. I'm not like I said, don't bully people, but I'm not gonna pretend like you're taking care of yourself.
Right.
I refuse to indulge in that. I'm not gonna indulge in that fantasy.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Literally, you have a whole online world willing to indulge in that fantasy. So why would you even listen to somebody who's not? You have all this smoke being blown up your ass. Why would you want to listen? Like, why? Why? Like, literally, like, I would tell me to go fuck myself in that situation. No, I would. Think about it. If millions of people are telling you that, no,
John's
no, straight up. Think about it. Like, look, like, if you're like 350 pounds or whatever the fuck, right? And again, these are extreme cases, but they're real cases. I don't want to hear it. These are real people. And you have millions of people telling you, it's okay. You're doing great. And some asshole's like, hey, you're going to fucking die. You're going to be like, that person's mean. But you got to look at it. Maybe that's the only person that has the best intention for you.
Cancel him. Or her.
Finish him. No, I don't have to finish anybody. That Big Mac will do it for you. It is what it is. No. And see?
I plead the fifth.
Like I said, it's a controversial.
I don't.
No, it's okay. It's a controversial topic. And I was just using that as a certain example.
Go.
Bro just said that just to hate fat people, just so that he could say he hates fat people.
No, I don't hate fat people. I hate people who tell fat people that they're healthy.
Exposed.
No, fat people, you do whatever you want to do.
Cancel it.
Jesus Christ. Spread the love, John. Don't stop canceling me. Jesus.
Listen, everybody's journey is different, physically, mentally, spiritually.
It was no.
And I know where you're coming from.
Hey, you're allowed to disagree with me.
But I just don't touch on what I don't need. I don't know. Like, that's not me, and
okay.
that's fine.
No, it's okay. But no, well, again, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people that.
If it's unhealthy, if you're worried about someone that's literally sick and eating like garbage and that's understandable. You don't want them to die.
Okay.
But it's like, you put them, it's just like anybody else.
Okay. No, but the point I'm making is, don't say that it's okay.
Okay.
That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
No, I don't. Look. Your diet is your diet. Whatever. I'm talking about the people who indulge in that shit and feed into it. Literally. Like.
Pero like literally.
Pero like literally. Like no. Like look. If you're telling your friend that that's healthy, you're a fucking asshole. Like I'm sorry, you don't care because you care more about being liked by this person than actually them.
If I could interject, I think that.
Please interject.
Damn.
I feel like that whole movement of body positivity was a reaction towards the
Anorexia and shit like that.
Not just the anorexia, but also the movements of like the physical health aspect of what the early 2000s was, models, stuff like that, where a lot of the bigger people weren't being represented in those models.
And that's fair.
Modelship.
Very fair.
Like
That's fair.
Think about it. The modeling industry, they won't even take a girl like me serious because of my height.
Yeah, like see things like that.
Like that's just shit that's like, damn. I crossed modeling off my shit years ago, and I did modeling when I was younger because it's like, oh, if you're not tall, if you don't look like whatever, like it's crazy. So in a way, I'm for it because not everybody looks like those models. That's where I understand. Where it's gonna cause you health damages, that's different.
But it is gonna cause you health damages no matter what because we're talking about two extremes. I'm talking about an extreme.
Okay.
I am absolutely, but that's an extreme too. Look, dude, you got a little chubbiness on you. Look, I'm not in perfect shape. I got a little on me. Whatever, great. But
and some people like that. That's why I guess what I'm saying is like.
Okay, no, but I'm
Lo
talking
que no
about.
me molesta no voy a comentar.
Okay, but I'm not fucking obese. Is what I'm saying.
Understood.
That's what I'm
when
saying.
it's a health issue like that, to it's extreme, you're gonna end up in the hospital and dying.
But it will
you need
be.
to do something.
It will. It. No matter what, at some point, it's gonna be a problem for you.
Right.
It's gonna be a health issue.
I guess it's like look at it from the perspective. Sorry, John. Look at it from the perspective of like, you wouldn't want someone to starve themselves to death because they have this, like
Exactly. It's two extremes.
To play devil's advocate, obesity, it could even mean like a couple pounds of overweight. Like
True.
Like obesity really depends on a person's height and weight. So when the number is 50% obese, it could be misconstrued just because of the fact that like I could be 6 foot and I might not be weighing what I should be weighing at 6 feet, kind of thing.
What should you be weighing at 6 feet?
Well, at 5, I mean, I don't know about 6 feet. I know at 5'11", I should be at 170, 175. So technically speaking, I am obese because I'm 205.
Okay, well, that's terrible terminology.
Well, yeah,
no, like not you, but just like in general. That's
Yeah.
terrible terminology. Then you know what I mean by obese. You know what I mean.
Okay.
It is what it is. I'm just saying. I'm using that as an example of the social media coddling. Literally, look, if you want to feel that any ideology you have is okay, you could find a community that will reinforce that thought, good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But don't force it down our throats to say that it's
right, because it's like, what are you doing?
But that's
Like,
the thing. But that's the thing. We create these caveats of
It's like everything.
it's fucking fantasy land. And but when people are willing to embrace your fantasies and push them and indulge in them, how do you know it's a fantasy?
True.
It's a fucking reality.
Yeah.
And then you can say that about that. You can say that about the insults. You can say that about
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Good.
That's why I feel like social media cleansing is so needed. Because it's like an idea that just consumes you. And the more you're going online, the more you're checking your notifications, the more you're looking at who sent you what
What do you think about censorship on social media?
Bullshit. There's people 90 miles away fucking asking for food, water, medication. And they're getting censored. That just makes you think, who controls this, bro?
Facebook. Facebook owns three of the foremost downloaded apps of all time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. It's like we know so much, but it's like, how much do we not know that if we could know? Damn. You're good.
Sorry.
No, you're
That
good.
jumped my hardest.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like
just because we know information doesn't mean it's the truth. What version of this information do we know? I think is a real problem.
you got
here.
people proving information on other information on opinions based on fundamental beliefs of a system that you don't believe in, and I'm tired of it, bro.
So how could you not be anxious? Is my question to you.
Of course, social media cleansing. Get off the freaking phone. And I have that issue. All my friends that, if they ever watch this, which I know they're going to be like, girl, you know you've been on your phone. Because I try to use it in a positive way to impact people to kind of get them to like, hey.
But still, you got to go through the shit.
Right. And while sharing my journey, some of my friends are like, oh, you post too much personal shit sometimes. And it's like, yeah, because I'm human. Like, I'm not going to make this whole facade of some shit.
It's real. It's real.
But some people act like something's real and they live in a fake reality.
But
if you're on your phone looking at them, that's all you're consuming. Instead of reading a book, watching a movie, going outside, going to the store, hanging out with your friends. Bro, I wish I could, and I can, but like really just everything is on this, you guys. We don't even have to write a check or deposit a check. We could do it on our phone.
You have all knowledge of human history. Well, all public knowledge of fucking human history.
I remember when it wasn't like that. That's why it's scary. And we're the generation that saw the last days of that. Of course we're going to have anxiety and depression. We went from taking away a house phone, okay? Like,
dial up.
Everything,
Remember
bro.
dial up? Remember that shit?
Everything had its department. And it was...
Everything's just streamlined to the max possibility to make
it's
it.
overstimulation. We're getting overly stimulated more than other people and other generations because there's information being thrown at us every day.
Yeah,
celebrity news, political.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
we asked for it though. As a society, we asked for it
because it's there.
We
Because
want
it's
it.
on your phone. They want it to be on your phone.
No, okay, but as a society, we always wanted that. We always progressed towards finding more information and making it more as accessible as possible.
But then you got people that are at the higher ups that want to put their version of information that's not really information. But since they're a big top lining name, people are going to take it as real information. Well, that's why you have these wars and these protests.
Well, yes and no. That's always happened. Just there's so many more options
For
now.
sure.
There's
Right.
just more options now.
That's what, yeah.
That's all
Perfect.
it is. That's all it is. And even then, most of those options are co-opted because you'll read an article on one website, but it's actually just the same article from Fox News that they're just using it, but they reference Fox News, so it's okay. So really, you're reading the same article on 3 different websites, but fuck it, you clicked on all of it. Mm-hmm. So now you think, 3 different websites, all separate, have the same idea. No, asshole. You read the same article, but you don't bother reading the fucking caption where it says that's a reference to another website. Mm-hmm. So congrats.
Right.
You got played. Mm-hmm. Thinking that 3 different people have the same opinion. No, it's the same opinion by one person. Just 3 different pictures.
Right.
That's all it is. Just 3 different website codes.
It's insane.
It is insane. And that's the thing. That is what we traded for knowledge. Accessibility, and there's that option now. Fake news, as they call it, right? And because before, all right, think about it. We started off with just literally cameras. And then we had silent films. Great. And then once we got talk, films that talk. Wow. And then we got TV. No, then we got radio. Then we got TV. Imagine that, watching the news. They only had 3 fucking channels. They had ABC, they had NBC, and CBS.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they
Yeah,
had.
of course. Now there's streaming.
There's tens.
Everything.
And then we got cable, 50 channels. Then we got satellite TV.
Right.
Now, then at the peak of that, we got tens of thousands of channels. Literally, tens of thousands of channels. And then let's streamline it even more. How about you don't have to wait till something comes on TV? You get to watch it whenever you want. Let's stream it.
It's too
Stream it.
accessible.
Everything's accessible. Everything is catered to you.
Yes and no, because I feel like, damn, I wish freedom was accessible.
Well, you want safety.
Yeah.
That took into freedom. That's what we traded. Look at 9/11. That we just had the 20th anniversary.
Awful.
Think about it. After that, satellite watching on phones has that
You
was
used to be able to drop off your family right there at their gate.
yeah no that everything's changed. That's literally when they started tracking your data, all that shit. And
Yeah.
Patriot Act.
the Patriot Act. Thank you. And then, yeah, well, you want safety, right? And that's why it's all fucked. You want safety from your government, but you don't want your government telling you how to live your life.
Right.
That's a double-edged sword if I've ever heard one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, for example, you want your government to make sure that terrorists don't attack you, but your government can't tell you to have a vaccine, right?
Right.
Right. So how's this? You don't have to get a vaccine, but fuck it. No one knows if the terrorists are coming or not. Cool? You want to do that?
Right.
Right. But nobody wants to think about that. Because why would you?
Right.
When you have all these people telling you that you're right. Everybody is right now.
Everybody's so egoistic. It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Because there's people to feed your ego.
Yeah.
Literally. And it's a bunch of
It's like when you go feed the fish
literally, it's just a bunch of fish.
at the Keys.
You know what I'm saying? Because even someone who's willing to say some shit that maybe someone relates to, but they're just not willing to say it. That's all it is. They just don't want to say it.
That's why I'm saying, bro, I try to be the most genuine version of myself because everything is so fucking
Right.
fake. You have young women getting surgery at such a young age when they don't need... Like, it's just so...
guys, too. There's no reason that
and
16-year-olds do
guys.
steroids.
Yeah, of course.
There's no reason that 16-year-olds are doing steroids.
Right.
But yet, it's very prominent.
I'm not saying... I remember being in high school and... I know.
Oh, no, dude,
It just gets worse. Because with the accessibility of being shown
there's
so
more
much...
knowledge. Of course, come on. Look, literally...
It doesn't make me feel human, bro. That's the best way I can say it.
What
it
is
just
being human? What is that?
feeling something, not going by the notion of something else.
But see-
Everybody wants to look like the same person.
But that's what they're feeling. I don't agree with it.
No, for sure.
But that's what they
neither do
feel.
I.
They're literally crowdsourcing their self-esteem to feel something. Because they don't feel anything.
Again, not everybody's born with the body they want. And I'm for, love yourself, do what you got to do for you. But at the appropriate time in your life, it's too soon. Children are not having normal childhoods anymore. Teenagers are not even fucking looking like teenagers anymore, bro.
Literally, like being a guy, literally, I refuse to talk to any girl without knowing their age. I refuse.
It's scary out here, bro.
Because also, guess what? It's not like people are stopping it. You could easily meet a 17-year-old girl that looks old enough at a club. Easily.
Yeah. I would, bro.
Easily.
It's not fun.
Because guess what? There's other people embracing that. So fuck it. Let's corrupt it even more. That's the thing. No one's trying to stop the corruption like that. The corruption is embraced. It's embraced.
That's why I try to be the opposite.
Of course. There's a lot of fuckery in the world. There's no need to add to it. That's how I like to view it. As simply as possible. There's
I
a lot
agree.
of fuckery. It doesn't need my help.
Not me, though. Y'all be safe.
Heard on that. But you feel me? I don't need to add to that.
Right.
It's doing a great job without me. But hey, let's see what's going on over here in Compassion. Maybe I could help those guys out. We're spreading a little bit of it. That's just how I view it.
Right.
But no, it's corruption is cool. That's what it is. Let's fuck up people's innocence. That's what's in.
Yeah.
Innocence is fucking dead. It really is.
That's why I have such a nostalgia to different times, because I feel like it's like my escape.
Of course, because you are escaping to a different time.
Can I actually? I don't know. Can I play something on my phone?
Actually send it to him? Wait, is my phone?
It's like a
connected or is your
mix,
phone
though. Like, it's just a weird. Okay, this is very strange, but
connected? Talk about it.
there's this YouTube channel called Nemo Escapes, and it's this like editor that makes amazing compilations, music mixes, and it'll be like the rain with 30s jazz music playing in the background,
Wow.
but you're hearing some other stuff, and it's like you just know that it was like a different lifetime. And a lot of people, I started getting really into that channel, and a lot of people use it for like sleep. I start reading and I play it in the background, and whatever it is, you just teleport to a time of innocence.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just innocent.
I literally just want to read off the captions
Yeah,
because I want you to visualize it more than anything.
absolutely.
I play Space Lounge with white noise in the background just to like focus and just chill. Like whenever I have something to do, I actually just go on YouTube, and it's like a 10-hour thing where it's just it's a window.
Okay.
There's space in the background, and it just has white noise. But I do know what you're talking about. It's like
Oldies playing on the train, but you're in a dream.
Wow.
ooh.
And then you play it, and you literally see Tramp from Lady and the Tramp, and it's like you hear the train tracks, and you hear oldies music and rain fall. It's the craziest form of teleportation through music and sound.
Absolutely.
And
It's a trip back in time.
that's what this generation's missing in essence of innocence.
Yeah.
To make it less corrupt. Like, I don't know. It's
But-
just an emotional feeling too.
But that's the thing. Innocence is by ignorance. Because it's
When I say innocence, I don't mean
not
like
I mean literally like idealism. Like with innocence, I mean idealism to think that the world's not a scary place. That's what I mean by innocence. Not knowing what it is.
right.
That's the thing. What do you want? Knowledge or do you want innocence? Can't have both.
True. So pick and choose.
You can't have both. Because guess what? How could you be innocent with so much knowledge? You can't. I'm sorry. You can't. You can't. We don't.
No, not anymore. It's
We
done.
don't live in an age of innocence. We live in an age of awareness. I think is the best way to put it. Where you got to be aware all the time,
Everywhere.
on your guard all the time. Like,
24/7.
to go back to like what like you said about like wearing energy and people see it on. Yeah, I call it fucking armor. Like I really feel like when I set my boundaries and I have that energy rebuilt, I have a fucking armor on. That's what I feel. And then every time like someone takes energy, it's like they stabbed it. I got a little chip in my armor now. My armor's falling. And by the time that I feel like I don't have any of that left,
Right.
I have no armor. I have nothing left. I'm exposed entirely. And I can't hide from the world. And if I get attacked one more time, I don't know if I could handle it. And I'm done.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
100.
You know? And then that's just how it goes. We live in the age of awareness. Be on your guard. Be aware.
That's a great
Be
way to.
knowledgeable.
That's it. That's pretty much the moral of this conversation. Just be aware.
Be knowledgeable. And,
Show love, be aware.
and just, don't get mad, get better.
Keep all the negative energy
Because
apart.
that's all we could try to be. All that we could try to be is better.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't change, we can't go back to it. Things doesn't mean it has to be bad. And I guess that's my optimism. I'm optimistic that through these transitions, we can learn from that, reuse these tools, repurpose them. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And grow. And who knows?
Right.
Something beautiful could come out of that,
Hopefully.
in my opinion. With that said, it is time for Jonathan,
ATI.
not a UTI.
Gotcha. All right. So you've never done this before, but this is ATI. This is a game from Barstool. Basically, it's called It's ATI. It's called Answer the Internet. We do answer the internet, debate the internet, poll the internet. You're gonna answer some questions.
Fuck the
bro,
internet.
here.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna ask you some questions and you're gonna answer them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's go for the first one. Which fictional character would you love to beat the shit out of?
Wow. Okay. I have
that
to
was a
think.
good one.
There's a few I really hate.
So Raul, you go first.
Well, last time I said Ross from Friends, so I'm not gonna say that one this time. Even though majority of people did agree with me on the internet. So fuck Ross from Friends.
Fuck him.
Fuck that guy. So give me a second.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of evil Disney characters. That's literally the first thing I thought of. Everybody's going to be like, Karina's so innocent.
No, that's sweet.
Wait, some mafia movie. Hold on. Sunny from Sunny.
Sonny from where?
From Godfather?
Sonny.
I remember watching it and getting mad at how sloppy he got, and I wanted to punch him myself. If I had to think in those terms.
That's a good one. Fuck, I don't know.
Next question. I don't know.
No, like there's too many. There's too many. You know what? I got you. Damn, I just left. Oh,
I would have thought Fredo.
yeah. Nah.
Fredo?
Yeah, Fredo from
Do-
Godfather.
Do you think that Fredo's worse than Sonny?
You broke my heart, Fredo.
There, you see what I'm saying?
You know what?
You broke my
You know what? He's not wrong.
You never turn your back on family, Fredo.
ever. Yeah, fuck Fredo and Sunny.
Fuck Fredo and Sonny. You know what? The Penguin from Batman.
Yes.
Fuck that guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito?
What?
Danny DeVito?
No. Like other people have played it besides Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Yeah. No. To have someone in my life that reminds me of them, you know who you are. And if you're watching this from this place, the Penguin of Gotham City is fucking terrible. We're taking it all.
All right. So the next...
Oh, that was me throwing shade.
I couldn't tell.
That wasn't here.
Next question. If you could get access to one person's phone and look at all their shit, who would it be?
Drake's. I want to see what Certified Lover Boy is really doing. What's up, Drake? What are you doing? Because you're gonna find some extreme shit. It's either him boo-hooing.
Rihanna.
Nah, I feel like it's just her checking.
I love
people.
her.
I feel like it's just be her checking people left and right.
Yeah, she's real Pisces energy.
I feel like Drake, like there's got to be a text of him groveling, begging some girl back. I would love to see it. I think it'll be great. Like, I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm super here for it.
You also got A$AP Rocky in the text messages for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Well, like in her text messages, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you an asshole if you sit in the back and don't talk to an Uber driver?
I'm an asshole no matter what. No, I'm kidding. But no, go fuck yourself. You're working. I don't need to indulge and make you comfortable when you're working.
Ready for the opposite? Hi, I need to start a conversation because besides my anxiety, I don't like it being awkward and quiet. Let's talk. I know how to break the ice. I'm going to make your day better just by having a conversation, giving a shit. I might not ever see you again, so I can act like I give a shit. But I actually end up actually doing it. I enjoy talking to people.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
No, see, in situations, but that wasn't the question. Am I an asshole if I don't do it? That's the question. Sure. I think that's a great answer, but I don't feel obligated to do it.
No, neither do I.
So that's my answer.
Okay, obviously, if someone's being creepy, I'm not talking to them.
No, but just do you feel obligated to do it?
No, but the social part of me, yes. If I have to read the person, I have to read the person. Awareness.
I have zero obligation to do it. Sure, so I do it sometimes, and sometimes it's great.
Yeah, zero obligation. No, you're not an asshole. You're not an asshole.
But just say if I'm not in the mood,
right?
I'm not gonna exert it's a boundary.
Right.
Boundaries.
Okay.
I'm not gonna exert energy I don't have to try to make this conversation just because I feel the obligation to.
Okay.
Fuck that. I'll put on my headphones. And look, if that makes you feel better, I'll put on my Look, I've literally put on headphones before without even playing music, just because I don't want to exert that energy.
Okay.
But can I just sit back there, no headphones, nothing, and just I can. But then they start the conversation with you. Then at that point, you're kind of obligated, aren't you? Unless you really want to be that person, be like, yo, shut up. Like, I don't want to talk.
I don't know, bro.
See, yeah. So
No, you're not obligated. Yes, not 8 times out of 10, I'll start a conversation. Those 2 times, it's because you're weird. You're giving me those creepy vibes. Or I'm definitely in a mood and I don't feel like talking, and I'll be respectable about it. No.
But there's no
9
obligation.
8 times out of 10, I'm gonna talk.
All right. Would you be better at being the Pope or the President of the United States?
I'd rather be the Pope.
I'll be the president because someone just told me the other day, they're like, hey, saw your podcast on Cultures and Coladas.
Hey.
just know that I'd vote for you. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, bro, you should run for president. I'm like, are you okay?
Nah, I'll be the
But
Pope.
I think I'd be the president just because I'm passionate.
Nah, I'll be the Pope.
But they ain't gonna let me do shit.
I'm hanging out in all white all day, drinking some holy water. No, I'm joking. But like, but like, all jokes aside, I think the Pope has more influence than the president.
Yes.
I think I can make more changes as the Pope.
Nice.
Religion is still more respected than politics somehow, in my opinion.
I agree.
All right.
I'd make a better
And
president.
fuck it, dress in all white all day. Let's ride. Let's go. Give me a cool little hat.
Would you rather eat only shitty airplane food for the rest of your life, or have every meal be amazing, but you can only drink non-alcoholic beverages?
Second option.
Damn. I don't know. You know what? I'll be body positivity into the first one then. How's that?
So weird. We're so day and night. It's funny.
No, because like you're either gonna be healthy forever, like super fucking healthy, or you're just committing to being a pig sty. So, be positive about it.
True.
Would you,
That was me being an asshole.
I was like, true. Like, I don't even know.
You're like, okay, I guess, fuck.
There's no shot at this, guys.
all right. Would you rather orgasm every time you hear All Star by Smash Mouth? or hear All Star every time you orgasm?
I would rather orgasm every time I listen to All Star. What the fuck, dude? Orgasm on command? I mean, like, I can never watch Shrek again because that'd be weird. But, because, like, the song All Star plays in the middle of Shrek. So, imagine you start fucking orgasming 5 minutes into Shrek.
Right.
It's fucking weird. But fuck
I
it.
don't want to answer.
But fuck it. Shrek 2's fire. I can watch Shrek 2.
Okay.
But yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Oh, man, I'm having a rough day. I want a fucking orgasm. All right, fuck. Dude, like, Smash Mouth.
Shrek.
Somebody wants
Yeah.
to. What the fuck?
It's all over, folks. But that's cool. Had a long day. Fuck it, whatever. I don't want to go, exert any energy. Fuck it. Search out Smash Mouth on Spotify.
What about you, Nina?
I feel like
I'm just gonna go with his answer and skip the question, please.
you're hysterical.
Oh
you-
god.
thought you-
I'll go with his answer.
that
Fuck
you
it.
feel like I was like way too casual about that answer for you. I feel like you're like, damn, I gotta break this down. I'm here like, nah. Cause then imagine like,
God, John, tell me the next question's not so bad, bro. I love that song. I'm never gonna look at that song the same after
you
that.
love that song?
Of course, I grew up thinking that was my theme song. Now it's definitely not.
Oh, I think it's terrible.
Awful. I was a Shrek kid.
Oh, no, like I think Smash Mouth in general is terrible.
Shut it.
They're like Kid
Shut
Rock.
it.
That
Nonsense.
and reasoning. No, it's nonsense and reasoning.
Nonsense.
All right. If you had to get a lip tattoo, what would it say?
Yo hago lo que me da la gana. Shout out to Yaya.
Jesus, that's a long fucking tattoo.
No, but the abbreviation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so like the Bad Bunny album?
My friend has it.
Nice. Bro,
Tasty.
nice. Okay. That was good and quick. Would you date
That's what she said.
That was my second option. Good and quick.
after listening to Smash Mouth? Would you date a smoke
Good
show?
and quick in your Smash Mouth, right?
Would you date
Jesus Christ.
Would you date a smoke show who was terrible at sex?
No.
How is you can fix that.
Would you date a smoke show who was terrible at sex?
You can fix
No,
that.
you can't.
You
You
could
can't always fix that.
No,
You can't always fix that.
you could get better at sex.
No.
Yes, but people have their limitations.
It doesn't matter.
Take
how
it as you
fix
will.
It doesn't-
Smoke shows don't have limitations.
Don't twist this question, Raul. Would you date a smoke show
Wow.
who was terrible?
I'm too
at
deep
sex?
for this game.
Who is terrible at sex?
You, me. I was talking about
No,
Disney
bro.
villains.
No, I wouldn't. If I can't, if she's stuck like that forever, I guess no. But she sounds like she has a tumor.
Okay. Jesus.
Cancel him.
Cancel him.
Jesus, guys.
You've been canceled. If you could bang any celebrity, but you'd have to make a sex tape with them that would go viral, would you do it?
Yes, absolutely.
And who would it be?
Psh, bro, it doesn't matter.
Who would it be?
Fuck it. Scarlett Johansson is always a go-to answer, I guess.
Okay.
You know what? Adriana Lima. Fuck it. Let's change it up.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Or you, John. I heard Coach Rancolas is taking off.
I really don't know. I never thought of that.
Yeah, well, me neither, but here we are.
Well, answer the question first. Is it a yes or a no?
To guess.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Now.
Hold on. Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Bro, you would be the biggest you would have to start at least a podcast at minimum because you would get so big.
Oh my god. Oh god, nonsense and reasoning.
No, it's nonsense and reason, everybody.
Would you rather give up chips or candy for the rest of your life?
Candy.
Damn, Nina's thinking about this.
Deal.
That's a good one.
Can't decide.
That's it. Damn. I'm glad I picked the
I like chips. I like having sides. Like,
Not applicable.
not like I'll give up candy. Okay, like I can't eat anything without a side. Like sandwiches. And
That's funny.
I need a
So you
side.
need chips.
I need a side. Chips are just the most available side.
All right. Did we win? Did we make it?
We
Did
definitely
survive?
we definitely won. We definitely made it. The real winners are the people who made it to this point of the podcast. And if you did, thank you. And if you didn't, you won't know this. Go fuck yourself. So
I'm just here.
no, she is more than just here. She is everywhere. She is in your heart, your screens, and your mind, making the difference and setting the example. You know, I'm a fan of your work, and I'm thankful to have you on. I'm thankful for our friendship.
I love this.
No, you literally are an inspiration.
Stop.
No, you really are. Like, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Like, literally, like seeing you work, I'm like, I'm not doing shit.
Thank you, friend.
I gotta get moving. I gotta.
Fuck, bro.
So keep moving, keep going.
You
Cause
too. We're gonna make it. Watch.
you're only taking off, and
Thank you.
I'm happy to have a ticket to the show. Like, you're like, I'm
Nah, you
excited
guys
for
are
it.
getting bottle service. Get out of here.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well,
John's like, help me in.
well. Hey, thank you for coming on.
All right. Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me.
So tell the camera where they could find you.
So the Vintage Vice is my makeup page. So you can either book me through there, follow me at That Gal Nina, also on Instagram and on Twitter.
That gal Nina. We got John from Coach Rancolas and from my heart. And
Gang.
this has been knowledge, nonsense, and reasoning.
And make sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Music.
And make sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your girlfriend's text messages. Yeah, sorry about that. And YouTube. Thanks.
Dale que tú puedes.
Dale.